because she was already on this platform advocating and encouraging and just shining light on Black men. So if y'all know, if you know, you know. If you know Charlotte Gimia, you know. If you don't know, please follow her page as well.
Oh, it's coming in like we're in a match.
Oh, are we?
Yeah, I don't know how to undo that.
Me either. Let me see. No, it says welcome to live match.
Yeah, we don't want to do that. We want to do it as a regular live. So I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna come back.
Okay.
And then so because I need Kanai to join too.
Okay.
So that's what we're gonna do. I'll be back, y'all. Come back. Hey, Facebook and YouTube. I'm also okay, so I don't know. Okay, so I'm going live on here, but I don't want to do like any matches or anything. I want to do just people joining my live. Hey y'all. Live center. Okay. All right, let me see if this works. Hopefully this works. And I can just have people. Let me see. Interact. No guest yet. Okay, but I can invite people. I'm not really. I don't really know how to do TikTok like that, Jay. Host a live with others. Okay, host a live with others. Okay. Okay. So
My back.
yeah, but I don't know why it's coming up like we're okay, so I don't know. I don't know why it's coming invite the host to a match. No, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, we don't want
Oh, okay, hold on. So I invited Kanai, so we'll see if she can get in here. I invited her though. Okay. Okay, so how do I okay, I did invite you, Kanai. I don't know how do I change that from not a dual live?
Let's see. Host a live with others.
Yeah, I invited you. How do I change that? I don't want it to be that type of live. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna check some people tonight. I don't feel like playing with nobody. Okay, hold on. Let me I know Amber, that's not even, Amber, I know. No, I know. Because before, I know you ain't even in that type of lane because your platform's amazing. Your platform is just so, I'm going to empower Black men and I'm gonna be so nice and but Amber, you got to get ruthless sometimes with these people. You gotta get ruthless sometimes because they play with you. They play with you. You see what I'm saying? So I know I gotta take you down. So how do I okay, so leave out Amber real quick so I can do it. Just leave out. I'm not gonna start it over. And then I'm gonna try to bring y'all back up. So just drop down.
How do I leave out? Just X out? Okay.
Yeah, X out.
Hey Mario, what's up? I'll be back. I'm about to
So then okay, so how do I do it? Okay, so this is me. Okay, so can your name ain't even on my list. Why is your name on my list? The invite. I invited you when I first jumped on. Allow. Okay, so hold on. Okay. Okay. Hey sis.
Yes. Hey mama. You had a co-host. If you want to do a co-host, I couldn't find your name.
Yeah, but I want to have multiple people in the live like you do.
Yeah, you can do it from like this. So when they come in, just accept them up. So you see how you just found me when I just came up?
Yeah.
Just do that. But whenever you go co-host, that means the other person has to go live and you invite them, or I'll send an invite, but I couldn't find your name that
Okay,
way.
so how do I do it when you have all the people up there at one time?
Okay, so as they come in, like you'll have 4 boxes right here. But if you want another box, you're gonna go to the you see that button down at the bottom where it says multi guests? You see 2 people? You see those 2 people person things?
Okay, yeah.
So click on that, and then when it pops up in the corner to the right, it's the last button. You will change the the box. You don't have to do it right now, but that's
I did it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Thank you.
Look at you.
Thank you, sis.
Yeah.
See, can I be knowing? I don't know. See that's why, you know what, this is why we need each other. People, we need each other, because I ain't know that.
Hold on, sis. I'm gonna go check on my rice.
Okay.
Rice.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay, so y'all on Facebook and YouTube. I'm also live on TikTok. So y'all only really gonna be able to like hear the conversation. Y'all ain't gonna be able to like see the conversation. But Amber, like I was telling you, Amber, okay, so Amber has a platform called Dear Great Black Man, which is so amazing. And Amber's very powerful in what Amber does. And Kanai has a platform as well. And you know, we're all connected. And I was just telling Amber, Amber's very nice and subtle, and I'm gonna bring y'all affirmation, you know. And I'm more of, yeah, I'm gonna be empowering, but I'm also gonna get ruthless with y'all too. I'm also gonna check y'all and put y'all in your place, because I got time for that. And I wanted to bring Amber on here because you know, we're in this space of empowering Black men, but we need to come and have an honest conversation tonight, because us in return, we're not being supported on these platforms and in these areas as hard as we go for Black men. Now, Amber, let me know if y'all can hear Amber. Y'all should be able to hear Amber really, really well. um One thing that it was a few things that really bothered me this week, and I told myself that I'm going to stop like just holding things in and then bursting and snapping out on people. You know, I'm going to stop doing things like that. But what broke my heart is because before you took a leave from social media, me and you had a talk.
Yeah.
And we were in the same space when we had this talk, and it was the lack of support for our platforms. um I seen a content creator the other day post. She's like, she was just feeling like, expressing that being a content creator is a job. We're going to agree that it's a job. It takes a lot to be a content creator. And she was like, I would hope, because she's almost at like 1 million followers. She said, I would hope that the people that follow me benefit from my content, enjoy seeing me, enjoy my energy, things like that. I will hope that they will want to support me and not come in my space and feel like, oh, I'm doing this for a check, but my time is valuable. That really touched me. And that makes me feel like, well, do the people on my page, genuinely want to see me do good? You see what I'm saying? Like, do they want to see me on the next level? The energy that I bring to the table, the positivity I bring, the healing I bring, do my people want to see me do better? Do they support me in this space? And to be honest with you, I have to say that I have definitely some strong people that support me, but then I feel like I don't. And I've been thinking about that for a while, because I'm like, I put a lot into content creation. I've been doing this for a very long time. I do a lot on the back end, and I'm not saying, oh, I'm doing it for a check, but what I'm saying is I'm showing up to work like everybody else shows up to work, and expects to get a check. You see what I'm saying? And I show up a lot, and I'm gonna tell you what broke my heart. What broke my heart, Amber, is when you put that GoFundMe out. That broke my heart. And I'm just sitting up here like, why? Why should us women that are empowering Black men in these spaces? We're just not empowering Black men, though. Let's be honest. We're empowering Black women. You know, we're pouring into the Black marriage and Black relationships and the Black family. It just broke my heart that you had to come to the table and say, I need to make this GoFundMe so my platform is supported. I just feel like in this type of space, we should never have to do that. I'm sorry. But go ahead. I want you to express what brought you to that point of having to make that GoFundMe.
Yeah. So hey y'all. So I'm Amber. I'm the creator of Dear Great Black Man, the #1 platform on the planet for Black men. And I started the platform about a year ago. And I didn't even know that what I was doing. I kind of stumbled into creating the platform, just being obedient to what I was feeling on my heart to do, which is empower, speak life to, motivate, encourage, and create a safe space for Black men people. I didn't necessarily know who was already on the internet doing so. I just felt like for sure that it was my place to add value in that space. And so, I started Dear Great Black Man, but I also, was working full time at another business that I had been doing for about 2 years. Well, in December of 2022, so just a few months ago, that business ended. And so now I was in a position to where I'm kind of starting at ground zero, starting all over again, and seeing how I want to support myself and what I want to do. And so, if I'm being completely honest, Dear Great Black Men is the space that I want to show up in full time. Dear Great Black Men is the platform that I want to make content for full time and create different lanes and resources for Black men, but literally have zero funds to do so. And so I felt like my GoFundMe page was more so like, I'm never going to be above asking for help. I'm never going to be above being transparent about the fact that, hey, this is what it is right now in this very moment. And that if you want to support the platform, I'm going to give you multiple ways to do so. If you can't financially support it, then you can support it with liking the content, with sharing the content, with interacting and saying your affirmations that we do every day. But if you really are in a place to where you can monetarily support me at this time, that's definitely a lane that I need assistance in as well. So I just created the GoFundMe, like, okay, if people really want to support like they say that they do, here's your opportunity. So says Amber, you have an echo. Okay, darling, let me go get my headphones. I'll be right back.
I know, just bear with me, YouTube and Facebook. This is gonna be, just what it is. But yeah, like that broke my heart that she had to make a GoFundMe. And I feel like it broke my heart because all of the work that she puts into it, you know what I mean? She has t-shirts. Why aren't people supporting her t-shirts? Why do people see people in these type of spaces? We get attacked. For me, I could say I had death threats. I've had death wished on me. Kanai, you can speak about that too, about the experiences that you had as well in these spaces. You're on mute. You're muted, sis. It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Yeah. I've experienced, some hateful, things coming from most Black.
Just mute. Hit yourself. Okay, go ahead.
Mostly Black women. And I always, try to mention you when I'm doing stuff like this too, when I'm talking, so that people know that, hey, there's another sister out here that has been threatened. I have not been threatened, you understand, but I have been ridiculed. You know what I mean? I have been, talked about on platforms, and I have been set up, like put on trial, if you will, and like they try to trap me to bring me over into their territory, and then like try to trap me like they try to do Christ.
Right.
And I recognize type of antics and those type of manipulation tactics, and I really do try to stay away from those things. I know what the Most High called me to do, right, and I believe is my assignment, but I'm not into the drama. You understand? I'm not into that, and I my heart goes out to you because that broke my heart. To see the people, coming at you like that. I'm not even worried about myself. I'm worried about you, because I'm like, why are they doing this? Like, why are they doing this? You know, why are they ridiculing? Why are they threatening her? Why? I mean, I was infuriated, you know, and that's how we should be, you know, when one of us is being attacked. And y'all want to talk about get on the follow train, which is broke down already. You want to talk about get on the train, but I'm like, who on this train? Hold on a second. Who on this train? What y'all ride for?
Exactly.
You know, if you don't love black, I don't want to be on this train if you don't love black.
Right.
You know, so I said, we're going to take the flight because we got to get somewhere. We got to go fast and not slow. But, you know, I don't like to brag on myself. Everybody know, most people know who I am. And I would say that as for me, you know, I do get, you know, support from my people, and they do. And I do not have any complaints in that area. I'm not sure why you're not being supported like that. And I've never heard of Amber, but I will follow Amber and check out her content and her platform as well. And I think that the more that we all come together with these voices and they see us come together, I think the more support we will get. But if you all are not getting that support, I'm not sure why. And I also see a lot of black men that support women like us. So, but I do also see black men support Pearly more. And I don't personally think that is cool. You can support who you want to.
Support who more? Support who?
The Pearly, the white girl. I mean, you can support who you want to support. You don't know who she is?
Saying, no, I don't know who she is. You saying that black men support her more?
She get a lot of support. People like Crimson Cure, you know, people like, look, I'm just got here. I don't even look. I just got here. My platform, you know, no thousands, hundreds of thousands, and I really don't care. I'm not here for the numbers, but the support that he gets from them, while this work is being done, that ought to be talked about. Because while I do know that, you know, for what you said, you guys got to get the likes up, please. Get the likes up, y'all, for Charlotte Kemia's page. Let's get her up to 100,000. Get her up on these.
That's I never heard of her before, and like I said, we don't get on these platforms. It's not about making money, because we know the people that make all the money on here, we know that their content is fake. Let's just be real. Their content is fake. And they're doing it for the views, they're doing it for the numbers, but we're coming and having a real conversation, and we can't even be supported in those type of spaces. I've got on here, you know, and did the work I was supposed to do, and my lights was cut off, and I had to go outside and make content. You see what I'm saying? Like, it was so many different things that we don't get on here and we don't talk about, because I mean, for me, I can speak for me. I can't speak for nobody else. I just be feeling like, you know, I just got to keep going, and I got to keep going. But it's like, when do you just continue to pour and pour and pour, and people just keep getting full? And it's like, to be honest, while you're empty. So to hear you say that, you know, some black men are supporting this white woman, and not even, you know, not you, Kanai, because you said you don't have no problem with that, but not supporting us in those spaces, that kind of proves the women that are in my comments, you know, telling me that black men don't support me. It kind of proves them right. Some of them, I'm not saying all black men, I'm saying some, but nobody sees a problem, you know, with that. Being a content creator is a job. You see what I'm saying? This is a job to get on here. People don't understand what it takes to sit up and do your research about what you're about to speak about, just to make sure that, you know, you're hitting what you need to hit. I don't just come on here and make content. A lot of people don't know I work with people on the back end. Huh? Yeah, like, this is really a job. And then for me to have to get on here and beg people like, hey, can you become a member of my channel? Hey, can you subscribe? Can you do this so we can keep the conversation going? That's like, I just bought my talk show back, and this guy was like, can you go live like more than one time a week? No, I have, to be honest with you, I have almost 85,000 subscribers on YouTube. I have 20 members. And I'm just being real. I have 20 members. On Facebook, I have 171,000 people. I have 10 members. 10 members. And I'm just being real. I'm just coming to have an honest conversation. But then I have to deal with people, wishing death on me because of my brain tumor. Then I have to deal with, being called fat. I have so many things I have to come on here and I have to deal with.
But you know what I think? I don't know. Like I started on TikTok.
Okay.
And I started on TikTok just talking and having a conversation.
Right.
Yeah, and I always look at this. Starting on here, it was a good start. I didn't start on Instagram. I didn't start on YouTube.
Right.
I think it's easier. I think it's a marketing plan. I think that we have to sit down and come up with a strategy, but I think that over here, these people over here, I don't, like I say, I ain't no millionaire. I ain't saying I'm getting all this, what I'm saying is that I noticed the people over here on TikTok, they do support you. I can't lie. They do. Every night. I mean, faithfully. Sometimes it's the same people sending love and support. And I'm on here telling them thank you because I'm crying. I'm like, y'all are too much. You all are too much. So I would say, if your audience is going to support you over there, you need to come over here.
Well, I love that for you, Kanai. I do. I love that. I love the work you do. I love that people support you because I'm a supporter of you. I love that for you. You see what I'm saying? And I think it also goes back to um so I was looking at my social media and they remind me all the time that I'm restricted. And I've been restricted for years, y'all, from making money on Instagram and making money on Facebook. I pulled in about 9.1 million views in just a month on Facebook. About 16 million on YouTube. YouTube, I don't really have a problem with YouTube. Not like it's a lot coming in, but Facebook, I'm restricted. And I had some black women try to argue with me earlier when I posted the proof that I'm restricted. And they're like, how did black women do that? Because they've reported my page so much. They report it. I made a video asking black men, has a black woman ever asked you how you want to be loved? They reported it over 3 million times. What are y'all mad about that for? I'm just asking black men a question. I didn't say nothing about black women. I asked black men, has a black woman ever asked you how you like to be loved? They tore that video to pieces. They reported that video so bad. I'm sitting up here like, God, what did I say? What did I do? I can't come and ask black men a question that they deserve to be asked. I'm hated that bad.
Women are, look, I'm gonna tell you something.
Vicious.
Look, these women are vicious. Yeah, they vicious, and I, like I said, they vicious, and they have a pure hate for black men. And if you speak up for them, if you look, I have a son. Y'all ain't gonna tell me I can't stick up for black men.
Right.
Black men. I have a black father. I had a black grandfather. I'm gonna speak.
Absolutely.
And that is, and I'm saying, if it's not for nothing else, even if you don't like the grown black man, what about your son? What about your black son?
Exactly.
What about your son? What about your black nephews? What about these little boys? But y'all don't care about them either because y'all trying to make them into little girls.
Yeah, yeah, and that's what they trying to do.
That's what. So it is the evil. It's the evil and the wickedness that I am against with all of my soul and all of my body and my mind, and I'm not afraid of it.
Right.
And I don't think anybody can shut me down, because as long as the Most High is for me, then who can be against me? Amen.
Absolutely.
You understand? And so I pray over my platform. I tell people, this is God's platform. This is not mine.
Right.
If I start this, He gave this to me, and I give it. I sacrifice and I give it back to Him, and He blesses me for it. So I don't know why it's different. I ain't getting a lot. I'm just saying I get support whether it's money or not. These people show up faithfully. They show up for me, and I bleed tears for them because I appreciate them for being there for me. You understand? So what we need to do is figure out a way, you know what I mean, a way of, and I got something. Because I got somebody came to me, and I need to talk to you, Salakimia.
Okay.
And maybe this, in both of you, Amber, I met you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Thank you.
And maybe we could sit down with him and look at this, because I think this might be a way to generate what the support that you're talking about aside from these platforms.
Right.
You understand what? It's an awesome marketing strategy. And I understand you want to be supported. It is work. You know, hey, Black Heart.
Yeah, it's work. I've been at this for years. It's a lot of work. I just want to say thank you to Tiffany and Chad for you for becoming members. It's a lot of work. And I think people expect me to be like strong all the time, or this and the third. But I have feelings too. I'm human too. I had a woman in my comments talking about she wanted to take a machete to my neck. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So it's like, but it's disheartening because they don't only do that. Could I and Amber, they have attacked my business coaching business. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, let's attack Shalakimia all around the board. But I feel like that's just like if Amber is being attacked and I'm on Amber's page and I see that Amber's being attacked for telling the truth and standing up for what's right, I'm gonna support Amber. I'm a sow into Amber. I mean, that's all I'm saying. Kanai, you do it, I'm a sow into you. We're gonna sow into each other because we have to defeat the enemy. The enemy are sending these people to come against what God wants us to speak about. And I know why God sent me, because I'm not afraid to say nothing. I don't care about losing a friend. You see what I'm saying? I don't care about that. I'm not about to jump on a bandwagon to hate Black men. I'm not doing it. I'm not cut from that cloth. That's not who I am. I'm my own person. I don't mind being alone. I know that I have beautiful Black women attached to me that don't even think like that, don't move like that, and they ain't toxic and negative like that. You see what I'm saying? I don't care about none of that. But it's like the attacks, and when you feel attacked, you feel like you by yourself.
Moving pack anyway, and everybody can't stay in the pack because they really not no lioness. They're hyena. And the thing is, if you got hyena characteristics, you're not gonna be around long anyway. You know what I mean? Yeah. You're not gonna be because the person that you are, those people are gonna fall off. The people who are supposed to support you and be there for you, the Most High knows exactly what He's doing.
Right.
You understand? And sometimes, it's called seed time and harvest. After you sown for so long, then it comes back to you. Everything happens in the Most High's time. You know what I mean?
Right.
And some of us, we just don't know when that the Bible says that every man has an appointed time. It's an appointed time. And if the appointed time is God's timing, then we have to be patient. But nonetheless, I don't disagree with what you're saying about the support. Like I said, you got Black men supporting women like Pearly, and you got sisters over here riding
hard. We riding hard because we believe in it.
Exactly. And that girl got what, millions? Somebody, I think it was Feminine Code, my sister, she came on there. So she said, check this video out. You see this woman, she's getting being supported by all of these brothers and stuff. And I was like, what? So I looked at it and I said, wow. I said, well, I mean, that's part of the damage, sis. It's part of the damage. It's part of the corruption. It's part of the things that we have been through as a people. It's part of us not trust. It's the whole Willie Lynch.
Yeah, but I can't agree with that. I can't agree with that for the simple fact that, if y'all can run and y'all can support this white woman, I feel like they can support us on a whole nother level. We're sitting, I feel like we're sitting up here and we're fighting. It's like It's like it's millions of black women on this side, and then there's us over here. You see what I'm saying? Trying to say that all black men are not like that. You see what I'm saying? And saying like, no, I'm not about to join the millions that hate black men just because that's not me. That's not my heart. That's not what God told me to do. But I feel like it's a slap in the face if millions of black men are supporting this white woman. That's a slap in the face to me. I could log off of here, and I'm just being real because I'm gonna always be real, and I'm advocating for me tonight and all the black women that are under supported. You see what I'm saying? That's stressed out. Being a content creator. Taking all of this that's going on and trying to do what we have to do with our own life. I mean, I can log off of here tonight. I can delete every social media platform, and it will not bother me. And I can go, I have a degree, I'm working on a master's. I can go work in my field and mind my own business. That's what I really can go do. And that's been in my spirit. And I just got to be real. That's what's been in my spirit because I feel like not all the people on my page, but I feel like my page ain't needed. I feel like I'm not needed in this space.
Brother in the comment, nobody's man bashing over here. These are black women who are in support of black men. So I'm not sure why you're here saying what you're saying. Blackheart, can you take care of that, brother? Because that's not what time it is over here. That's not what time it is.
It sure ain't. And how you gonna come over here? No, nobody's bashing black men, but let's talk about what's going on. When she brought up this white woman that has all the support over there, and you have us black women. It might be a little bit of us over here, but we going hard and we fighting for y'all, and we're fighting other women, basically. You know what I mean? We standing on the front line for y'all. You know what was so crazy to me? I thought about today when that girl B Simone, when she disrespected Martin Luther King. I said something about it. I think a lot of other people said something when she disrespected Martin Luther King and try to bring up his personal life after he done stood on the front line for us, right? I sat there and this is how my mind think. I said Martin Luther King, if he didn't stand on the front line, he'd probably still be alive. Or he would have lived a longer life. You see what I'm saying? Than what he did. But he chose to be away from his family and stand on the front line for our people and speak up for our people. And we let these type of women in this generation disrespect his name. And all y'all go and buy his book, buy this girl's book and support her platform. She should have been canceled. She should have been canceled. He's a pioneer. What you talking about? He's why we here today. And got the things that we got because he stood on the front line, left his family at home. Martin Luther King stood on the front line and spoke for our people. He could have been at home minding his own business though, and probably would have never got unalive. But that's the thing that people don't look at things like that, and that's how I feel. Because I'm being honest with y'all right now. I could delete every single social media platform. It's not gonna matter to me. It's really not. I know how to get up. I know how to pray, spend time with God, go work in my field, come home and mind my own business and enjoy my own peace. I do social media because of what I do, because of how I speak out. Other than that, I really don't care about it, to be honest. I don't care what's going on with nobody else, who got what. I don't care about that. There's times I left social media, didn't care to log back in. And I'm coming to be honest right now. That's where I'm at. I'm at deleting all my social media platforms and getting a job in my field and minding my own business in my life. And let Pearly stand on the front line.
Now
I said what I said.
For the first time.
And let her stand on the front line. I'm just being real because in our community, people support what they need. It's clear that I'm not needed in this space. And I'm just being real with me. I can't be fake with me. I just can't.
You're much needed because I didn't even know that when I came on the TikTok and started talking to black men specifically, I didn't even know that there were other creators on TikTok talking to black men, supporting black men. I didn't know that lane was there, and your name got tagged in my comments so many times as one of the pioneers on the platform. So it's like you're needed, and then just our side conversations that we've had offline. It's like, you are the definition of actually genuinely supporting. Like when you texted me today and was like, "Hey, Amber, do you want to go live?" Like you were doing the work and sowing the seeds. So you gotta keep your head down and keep sewing because it matters so much. So thank you to everyone who came in. Everybody's in the comments blowing you up, talking about child leukemia. You're needed more. And so I get what you're saying too, because you're right. Support, it does take support to continue to do this work, and not feeling supported when you're giving and giving and giving and not feeling like your cup's being full can be discouraging and frustrating. And it's like, what is the point when other people are praising other content that, I'm saying the same thing, or it's coming from a Black woman, so it should hit different. So I feel you, but I do appreciate you allowing me to come on.
Absolutely. It just hurt. It just hurt my heart that you had to make a GoFundMe, to get support for, their great Black men. Like, your affirmations are amazing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's what all of us need every day, especially our Black men. Because how many people are empowering them? Let's be real. They live in a household with women that don't even empower them, inspire them, speak into them, pour into them. That's just what it is.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm told in the comments. A lot of Black men, this is the only time they're affirmed. When they come on my platform, when they say the affirmation of the day that's shared, that might be the only encouraging moment they have during the whole day. And so yeah, I know it's valuable and it's making a difference.
I just have to be real with me, because I don't know about y'all. I'm the type of person that I keep taking the hits. I keep taking the hits. And then it's like you get to that one hit, and I know we all have been there as people, that it's like you come to a boiling point. You know what I mean? We're human. We may not sit on these platforms and talk about how you come to a boiling point and you're just tired, but we do. And I'm gonna be honest about, my point. I really feel in my heart that people support what they need. I'm gonna just be real. If people need it, they'll support it.
Yeah, and see, and this is not the way what you're saying. I have a burden for my people. I have a burden for them anyway.
Mm-hmm.
It's not one that just got started. I didn't know what I was doing. I just opened up my mouth and just started doing it. So I cannot say that I started this to get money. I don't care about that. I don't push that.
Mm-hmm.
I do ask, hey, you want to support? So I do care, but that wasn't my heart first. You know what I mean? To come money, I need to be supported. I just do it. I'm doing it because I see a problem, and I've been seeing these problems. But when you begin to do this work, it's tiring. It gets tiring. And I do see why the financial support is important. It's like you support the community, but the community ain't supporting you.
Right.
Understood. But I have been blessed on this platform, and many of the people that's in here right now have support, and I just don't have. I just don't have, but I do understand you, because you got way more followers than I do. I just got 16,000 followers since January. Okay. And I didn't expect that, I just guess that I'm grateful just to be able to be supported in any way possible, that these people see fit. And I believe that if you're doing what God called you to do, He will make provision for you. He will provide, and that's just my belief.
I believe that.
It can come in many different ways. You can't in the box, but I'm not saying that to negate what you're saying, because you're absolutely right. You're doing stuff. You're talking to people one-on-one. They call you. They need you. They sending you images. Anytime my auntie gets my car, she gives me money for gas. And I'm like, what are you doing that for?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But she knows it's the principle that somebody just did something. That's how we operate. It don't matter where it is, what we do.
Right.
I don't want you to give me that. I'm doing this because I love you. But she like, love ain't got nothing to do with it. You're doing a duty. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
I understand what you're saying. I had to plug up real quick. When I started this, definitely wasn't, for money. My coaching was doing very, very well. Um I was just following my purpose and seeing that there was a need within our community. I have sons too. I have 8 brothers. I always had a mindset, I'm gonna think for myself. I don't believe in sitting up and bashing black men. They're human like we're human. They feel like we feel. And I wanted to speak about that because I know I had the voice to speak about it. What I'm saying is, when you get into this type of space with these type of platforms, no, it's not about money, but it is about support. It is about, okay, well, at the end of the day, now, because I'm speaking up the way I'm speaking up, and these women are not, they don't agree with it, and it's so many of them that don't agree with it, then they start attacking my personal business. My personal business has been attacked. You know what I mean? Because that's their plan. Their plan is to attack me, attack my finances, attack my peace, my happiness. But like I said earlier, when that happens, when we see that happen, but we've had many great examples in the black community where they stood up for black people, they spoke up for black people, and us as black people, we didn't support them. You see what I'm saying? Like Kaepernick, we didn't join in and support him when he was, took a knee. You know what I mean? And we also don't, we seen some things unfold on how, people tried to blackball him and things like that, but we don't know on the back end what that man went through emotionally. We don't know what he went through mentally. We don't know, you know what I mean, if he was struggling in the finance. We don't know. We don't know. But why don't we stand up for those that are being attacked, for standing on the front line for what's right? That's all I'm sitting up here saying. And I think my breaking point came when I seen your GoFundMe, and I'm like, Amber
Yeah.
does amazing work. She has T-shirts and stuff. Why aren't, you know um these black men stepping up to the plate and supporting you? Support what you need. Support
Yeah.
who's supporting you. Go ahead, Amber.
Yeah. No, I was just gonna say it's so crazy because I feel like sometimes black men don't even feel like their support matters, or it does have value. Like they're not even aware of their own power and how valuable their support is. So they figure like, why even bother type energy, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of the, comments I've received before is just like, I call every black man great. And a lot of black men have told me back, I'm not great. And I'm like, who said? Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah. And I'm just like, who said that to you? Okay. I'm delayed. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Charlie Kimia.
Hold on. Hold up. So I got Quan. Why black men don't support what? Please, sisters, don't start pandering. Please. No, Quan, that's not pandering. I'm sitting up here and I'm having a real conversation. I'm sitting up here and I said that when I seen Amber had to go to the extent to put a GoFundMe up, we have a problem. We have a problem, and we're going to talk. Just like I come on here and I will check black women about black men, I'm going to check black men about black women. What I'm saying is wrong. Amber should have never had to put no GoFundMe up. That's what I'm coming to the table saying. If you don't like it, that's fine. Leave.
Yeah.
She shouldn't have had to do that. What I'm saying is black men should have showed up and supported Amber. Amber, why did you step back from your platform?
Stop that from my platform for like twofold. So it was my own personal issues. It was my own, the season in my life that I was in. And then it's just, as far as being supported, I do see how black men are, like I said, attempting and starting to show up, but it is such labor intensive work, like spiritually, like the hate messages and just what all goes into showing up on a platform. So I don't want any sympathy or any pity or any those type of feelings back. I know the work that I'm called to do, but yeah, it can be a lot. And so that's why I decided to take a season off of my platform.
But
I'm
that's
definitely
not
back.
right. And I understand what you're saying. And it's like we sometimes we try to be so humble and we try to be so modest and things like that. And it's like, okay, that's cool, Amber, but what's the reality? What's the reality of us being content creators? Like, let's be
Yeah,
real. What's the reality? We don't get the I'm always gonna be real in this space. I'm always gonna be
yeah,
real about it in this space. I'm not gonna hold nothing back. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like, life is peaches and cream, because it's not. I'm gonna have the hard conversation like I can have the
yeah,
great conversation. You see what I'm
yeah,
saying? This takes a lot of work and it takes a lot of time. It
yeah.
takes a lot of time. We had this conversation with me and you months ago. I'm gonna tell you, somebody came to me and this man said, Shalakenia, God told people to support you and they're not being obedient to God.
Mm,
Before he told me that, I was cool. I'm like, I'm walking in my purpose. I'm doing what I had to do, but life started happening to me. My life started being affected when I come on here and talk about what I talk about. Life started happening to me though. You see what I'm saying? At one time I had an abundance of women that went and placed orders on my business website, and collectively in the same week they all did a chargeback. I don't
mm.
sell, I sell digital products. So they sat up here and told the people they never got the digital product. The digital product is downloadable as soon as you check out. So how did you not get it? They stole from me, and I had to eat that shit. I had to eat that.
Mm.
Who was I going to say something to? I fought every single last charge back. And I felt like it was purposely done. It was all done in the same week. I already had black women telling me that if I ever drop my book, How to Love a Black Man, I've never dropped it. If I ever drop my book, How to Love a Black Man, they're going to boycott it. So they boycott my page. That's why I'm restricted. I'm restricted on Facebook. I'm restricted on Instagram. I can't make a dollar off of anything. Anything. My people will inbox me and say, Charlotte Kimia, why haven't you been posting content? I am posting content. I'm being blackballed. I'm being shadow banned. I post content every single day. People talking about where you been at, Shalakimia. They don't. My videos don't be in rotation. My page is restricted. They're reporting me like all the time. Millions of reports. It don't matter what I post. It's like a group of them. So it's like I'm supposed to sit up here and I'm supposed to continue to, take this. I can take things, if I have a solid team behind that has my back, I can take it. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, why not let's show up and show these people that they're not winning, but in all actuality they are, and people are sitting by and watching.
We don't know if it's just women though, because you got some of these men that are panders, simpletons, that be in support of these women with this bad behavior, and they have different points of views because they've been raised by their mom and they feminine. You feel me? And some of them could very well be. I mean, I remember the recording that you played. Remember that voicemail you played with that man and that woman?
Mm-hmm.
That she got a beta male, as they would call it, a simpleton, a panderer.
Right.
She for her team helping her tear you down.
Because he was following, right? He was following what she was doing. Because what I'm saying is the women that collectively, this happened a couple months ago. It was all in 1 week. I woke up and I had all these chargebacks. They were all women. I'm not sitting up here saying that those millions of reports to my content, I don't know if some of them were men. Women tell me in my content, in my comments, that they are going to report me to my face. They have no problem telling me that. So that's why I'm not going to ever come to this platform and talk about something that's false. They tell me. I've screenshotted it and I've posted it so people can see. This is what they say to me. These are the inboxes that they leave me. In 1 week tonight, I had about 20 something chargebacks. And I'm like, what? So
I don't sell a product that I have to ship to you, Kanai. I sell digital products. When you go to my university, you pay, you download your product. Every single chargeback said that these people did not receive the item collectively in 1 week. I knew what that came from. That came from me dropping that video, Handsome Black Man. Has a black woman ever asked you how you like to be loved? Has she ever thanked you? I remember the video. Has she ever thanked you for how you show up for the family? People, I went through hell behind that video. And people don't know. Because I don't show it. And I don't talk about it. I just take the hits.
Shalakimia, put your Cash App in the comments.
I don't have Cash App. I don't have Cash App.
What do you have?
Yeah, I don't have Cash App. I have
You need to get Cash App.
I just have Zelle. I have Cash App.
And
I'm being honest, I mean, Cash App is cool. It be a lot of stuff going on with it, but you know, there's different ways people can become a member of my page, a member of my channel. They can go to my university. There's ways. I promote the ways.
But understand what I'm trying to tell you. Please listen. Get a Cash App, please.
Yeah, I have a Cash App for Dear Great Black Man. Like, I have a business. Like, I have a Cash App for the brand. You should.
I didn't want to get one. I understand what you're saying, but I did. And Lord, it's easy. Especially in here, it's easy.
Yeah.
And they are willing. Get the Cash App.
Yes. And shout out to all the great black men. I just want to say hi. I see so many of y'all joining and participating and just commenting. So I just want to acknowledge all the great black men in the room tonight. Thank y'all so much for being here, supporting myself and the other great black women. A lot of times the comments be filled with, Amber, I wish there was more women like you. Amber, I wish there was more black women who are on what you want. There's two of them that you're looking at in addition to myself who are on what I'm on in that way. So, you know, you say there's not enough because what are you really looking and consuming? So look and see the sisters who are on here right now. Please follow and support them, the great black men that we in here. I see y'all, and I just want to say I love y'all and I appreciate the great black women for this conversation. So Cash App is just easier for us lazy folks.
That's exactly what I say. You don't want all that you have. It's marketing. They don't want to do all that. They don't. You see how when I told you I was gonna get it, look how long it took.
There's Dear Great Black Man, $. For all the great black men in the chat. Since y'all said y'all ain't here, that's how y'all get support. Thank y'all.
Yeah.
Donations are appreciated.
You know. I would just don't. I don't know. I know people be having it. I have no issues with it at all.
Yeah.
I haven't necessarily either. I rock with leukemia. She stays on point. Yes, she does.
I receive what y'all saying. I really do.
I don't know. I feel like when are we gonna link up? When am I gonna come where you at, leukemia? I need to pull up on you.
I just you know, a lot of people, you know, how they go through and things like that on my page. I'm very transparent. If I'm going through something, I'm going to say I'm going through something. If I did something, I'm going to say I did something. You know, I'm more open than other people. You know, it's no shade to no content creators. Some content creators, when they try to make it seem like they don't go through nothing. I go through stuff just like everybody else do. I'm human, you know, just like everybody else too. You know, and that's how I feel when I'm seeing the you know, anybody can feel how they want to feel, but I feel like people support what they need. And I'm just being real. People support what they need. And I want to thank the people on my Facebook, you know, my members on my YouTube, my subscribers on my Facebook, you know, the people that support me. Like, I want to thank y'all from the bottom of my heart. Like, I appreciate it, you know, but I have to make a decision, you know, for myself. People don't look at things like, you know, people like coming up against my business. I didn't even share this. I didn't share this. I wanted to share it the other day. But then, like, I didn't want to get this person in trouble. Like, it's weird. But, I mean, I'm even being attacked in the media spectrum of things. You know, it's just like, it just doesn't matter. Like, that's what's going to happen. there was someone that wanted to do a story on me, about my brain tumor, just how I move forward, and how I advocate for suicide, and I'm a suicide advocate, and how I overcame suicide. And their boss, because their boss does not like my content, told them they can't write a story about me. It was a big publication. They couldn't write a story about me. Their boss didn't like me. Their boss didn't like my videos or anything. And the person that shared that with me was like, she didn't understand it. She's like, I watch your content. What do you say wrong? I said, your boss is probably a feminist. Your boss is probably a feminist, or she felt triggered and convicted by something I said in my content. And people will do that too. But I mean, that doesn't matter to me. I really don't care, about that. Like I said, I can log off these social medias, delete them, and I promise you I'll be fine. I can go and get me a job in tech. You know what I mean? Once I'm done with my master's, I can go get me a job in my field, and I will be fine, and I will enjoy my peace and enjoy my happiness. What people don't understand is the person that I come and I pour out online. That's who I'm like that in real life. I can keep my great and positive energy to myself, and I'm going to be fine. I choose to come and I choose to pour that into the platforms that I'm on. I choose to bring I choose to bring my 2 cents to step up to the plate and be like, no, this is wrong. And we shouldn't do this. And y'all shouldn't treat Black men like this and this and that. And I choose to do that. Because there's a lot of people that could be doing it and they don't. They don't stand in these type of spaces like us. Like I said, Kanai, like I'm happy that people support you. I love that for you. I love everything you talk about. I love what you do. I love the person that you stand for. I do. Amber, the same thing goes for you. I love what you stand for. Those affirmations are amazing.
Thank you.
They really are. In these type of spaces, whether I stay or I go, I wish y'all nothing but success. And I want God to bless y'all abundantly for the work that y'all are doing.
You ain't going nowhere. Exactly. You ain't going nowhere.
To be honest with y'all, I can't say that. I'm just coming and I'm being honest, y'all. I'm coming and I'm having an honest conversation on my platforms. That at the end of the day, I know one thing about God. Where you're not appreciated, He will move you. He will move you. If people do not appreciate you, He will move you. He will move you somewhere else.
But you got more love over here, though.
On TikTok, I mean, I go live on TikTok sometimes, but
ain't nobody been in here hating on you yet.
I know, and I love my people on TikTok. I really do. I do. TikTok.
So come over here, get the platform to come over here, and then you just move. You then get a cash app.
In that order. What she said. Come over here and get a cash app at the same time.
Come on the platform with me, and they like, Charlotte gave you.
Yeah, I'll think about it. I'll think about it.
Thank you, Great Black Man. I got a few gifts. I just want to say thank you so much. And for the Great Black Man who asked, Cash App, or you can support the GoFundMe, either one that goes to the same place. So however you support, if you're able to support, if you've been saying you want to support the platform, you have ways to do so. And now at this time, your support is never not valuable or needed, but there are seasons where your support can mean even more. And I'm definitely in one of those seasons of my brand, of my walk, where right now your support is like extra needed. So however you would like to support, for those who just asked in the comments. So thank you. I know, Shalakimi, I know you've been feeling this type of way for a while. These aren't new feelings. These are things you've been feeling for months now. So I believe what you say. I don't want to just, I don't want to just dismiss it like you ain't going anywhere, because I know you very well might, but it's like, that we still want you here, and how can we get you to still be here and add your light and your voice and your message, because it's very much needed.
I mean, Amber, I have these conversations. I done did like 4 lives over the past couple years saying this is my last video, and I continue to try to
push forward. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I feel like I really need to take a step back and do what's best for Shalakimia, because Amber, when I'm in these type of spaces, I'm all I got. And I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest with you. I do have a couple people on YouTube, Miss Tiffany, Mr. Howard, you know what I mean? And a few other people that have definitely helped me on the back end. I'm talking about just last year, I came and I told everybody I have mold in my home. I've been living with mold for a long time. I've been sick for months. You said what I'm saying? And I just want to shout out Mr. Howard. Mr. Howard hit me up. He said, Shalakimi, I'm about to send you some money. He said, go to a hotel, get out that house. You feel what I'm saying? It's people like him, and I'm like, thank you, because yeah, I come on this platform, I talk about what I talk about, but I go through stuff on the back end too. You see what I'm saying? I'm still in this situation where I'm trying to move, Amber, because it's not gonna get better. I've been diagnosed with asthma since I've lived in this house. You see what I'm saying? So it's like I need to go here, because when I'm sitting here and I'm going through things like this, I'm all I got, to be honest. And God, like, I'm all I got. I don't have nobody to call. I don't have nobody to speak up for me. I have to speak up for myself. I have to speak up for myself. I have to advocate for myself. So that's why I say, like, I've made those videos, right? This is my last video because I'm over it. You know what I mean? I've been in that type of space. You know,
so how about we create a cash app before we all the way go out? Because multiple people in the comments are saying get a cash app.
I don't wanna make a cash app. I don't want cash app. I just don't.
Okay, y'all. She don't want cash
I'm
app.
good though. I'm good. You know, I'm a fall back. I'm a fall back, and I'm a focus on what I gotta do for me. You know, the things I want, you know, for me and my family. That's what I'm gonna fall back and focus on. I don't think that, you know, God put it on my heart to just think about the fact that
Cash app.
the
The people telling you the cash app. Better pay attention to this.
no,
I'm telling you, it's for lazy folks. I'm telling you, there's too much work to go on this platform and that thing over. I'm telling you.
No, I understand, and I respect that. I really, really do. I respect that. But and then I'm gonna be real, because I heard people say that before, like, you know, I'm lazy and this, that, and the third. And it's like, that's cool, but that's not my method. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not my method. It's something that, you know, I don't wanna you know, do that. That's why with you, Amber, with the GoFundMe, I was thinking, like, I wish people would just buy your shirts or give it directly to you, because GoFundMe takes a portion. You know what I mean? I want every dollar to go to you.
Asking you in the comments, how would Shalakimia prefer we support her? How do you want to be supported? What methods are available that you're using where they can support you?
I have a university. If they have me on TikTok, I don't know about TikTok. I mean, I have a university, you know what I mean, that people can support. If you're on my Facebook,
Like
you can become a subscriber.
Like giving?
No,
They ask you.
I don't have that.
You have Zelle, right?
Yeah, I have Zelle. I have Zelle. So yeah, grindandroyal@yahoo.com is my Zelle. That's what I have. That's the only thing I have.
Chris Calamity just sent me a cash app. I got the notification right now. He said, I just sent Amber. I'm waiting on you, Shalakimia. Thank you so much for the blessing. I appreciate it. I just got the notification. So thank you. The best support is the support of what a person feels.
Yeah, I would really like you know, people to support you, Amber, instead of donating to the GoFundMe. I feel like every dime should go to you. I don't feel like you should raise $3,000 and GoFundMe get a portion of that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they take a portion.
I just like told my story on the GoFundMe. I didn't even know. I didn't even I was just like, okay, well, I need fundraising efforts at this point. I need to raise funds. How do I raise funds? And so this is how I went about doing so. I'm just like, I don't know what else to do.
Right, absolutely. I don't have a subscribers to my university. I don't. I just have different products on there that people can go on there and get. And I have the Black Men Only motivational book on there that you can go on there and get and download and listen to. It's just a small motivational. That's on, that's on there. But yeah, Amber, they take, I want to say, I don't know the exact percent, but I just want to see you get every single dime. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want you to have to give GoFundMe because I know you can use every single dime. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know directly, Amber, what you're going through right now. I don't know directly. I don't know specifics, but I know that you could use every dime of that money.
Yeah, for sure. Like, and I want to put on my, like I said, this is kind of like not a part-time thing for me, but this was kind of just acting in obedience and just showing up and creating.
Right.
And when I did that, I realized how like amazing and dope and fulfilling it was.
Mm-hmm.
But at the time, I had a job, but now I don't have a job anymore. Now I'm not in the same. Well, I do actually have one. I just started this week, but I don't have the same. I don't have the same job that I had when
before
I started Dear Great Black Man.
Right.
And it's like now that I was kind of been in this in between space where I've been off work, it's like I would put all of my energy and effort into Dear Great Black Men if I had that support and that ability to.
And that's the kind of conversation I'm trying to bring to the table. And I'm not trying to be smart, Amber, but I kind of I read, the GoFundMe. And maybe you're just not a person that's like vocal. I'm glad you just said what you said though, because people, they need to know that.
Yeah.
You can't keep coming saying like, oh, well, I used to do that. Like it's not about, money. It's not about this. It's not about that. No, it's about support though. And that's something in our community that we lack. We will go and support these name brands with no problem. You see what I'm saying? And they charging $2,000 for a belt. And our people do not complain. Our people don't complain to those other people. They pay it.
Yeah.
But then when it comes to us, they have a problem. And I'm just trying to be real with me because I know what direction that I want to go in life. You see what I'm saying? I know the goals that I have set for me and my family. And I have to say, is continue to be a content creator, does that fit in to, what I have going on, what I want for me? Because I'm sacrificing a lot. I'm sacrificing a lot, but then I'm empty. You see what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Tony wants to join. Do anybody know Tony?
No, I don't.
Tony the Toe Man. I'm
Let's
not
see.
sure.
Tony.
Let's see, Tony.
The Toe Man.
Hello.
Hey, Tony.
Hey, Tony.
Sure, Akima. You do know who I am.
I do.
So, yes, love.
I probably just don't remember. But go ahead.
We've been a fan of each other. All right, you probably don't remember. But me, I have been a fan of you for over 5 or 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
When I actually first started my Instagram, I am a writer too, besides what I do for a living.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to write stuff to encourage and uplift people, basically the same thing that you do.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to play your mind back. And you probably remember some of the things that I have wrote that you have reposted of my writing on IG.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the same Tony from that. Just
Tony, you breaking up a little bit.
That's like the for a living.
You hear me? You breaking up.
Well, I'm saying I remember.
No, I really don't. I don't remember.
Remember me because of the last time. Okay. Well, I really just came in and say you are still being amazing. You're still encouraging and uplifting and speaking out on facts. There are some people that will get you, and there's some people that kind of like pull against you.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same way when you first started on Instagram. And a lot of us admit.
It's not Tony, it's me. I think it's me. It's my TikTok. Can you hear me?
It wasn't just Instagram. I don't know. I think it was probably before Instagram that I have been following your work and following your content. All right? And you're still at it. So, okay? That's all I came in to say.
Thank you.
Thank you. Women get hundreds of DMs a day. She won't remember you. Y'all are so ridiculous. Big art, 1990.
But it was the same way for me. It was the same way. I had from my Instagram or whatever. Every time I would write poetry or write stuff or whatever it may be, and it was women in my DM all the time sending me stuff for no reason because I always told the truth that I was in a relationship and I was married. So, but even though I was writing things that was encouraging, uplifting, you had some people that was against it, some people that was so disrespectful. So that's why I changed my whole Instagram. So, but
thank you.
That's all I can say.
Okay.
Y'all keep being amazing. Keep dropping knowledge and encouraging the world, man. I hope you just like blow up. At least, I don't know. I used to always think that you would get your own talk show, like for real, like literally. So
she looks like she has her own talk show, doesn't she?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like when I used to be like truly involved in your content, it was like I used to imagine you like having your own show, like blow up, like Oprah or whatever. Because the knowledge that you're giving out to the world, some people can take it, some people can't. The people that can't, because the knowledge that you give requires for them to change. Some people don't want to change because they stuck in this illusion.
Yeah.
But I really think you should just like have your own reality show, man. Like literally talk show.
Yeah, I tried. I don't know if y'all remember I tried. My show was doing really, really well. I'm talking about crazy. 10 million views in 1 month. My show was crazy. And then they just
took something happened.
They took my whole social media. They took my whole social media. They took my Instagram, they took my Facebook. And I did not get it back until I never forget when I know a lot of y'all remember when they were trying to turn Georgia blue. I worked on the campaign. And when I had shared with some people, I shared with the senator and I shared with a few congressmen women that were there in the campaign. They were the reason I got my social media back. They took my whole social media for no reason at all. I didn't have my social media for a year. People probably don't remember that. But that's what happened. And because the congresswoman had made some calls because she wanted to know, like, why didn't I have my social media pages? And they put my pages back up.
Okay.
Yeah. So
well, I had closed mine down, and I just took all my writing and stuff down or whatever because it was kind of getting too hectic. And I don't know. So, but still what you're doing, man. And I really think you should like try to push for the stars and have your own show. Like literally. There's so many things that I remember when it came down to you. But you just have to keep fighting and be strong. Especially us men. You really like I don't know if you know you helped a lot of men. And I am one of them.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right. Okay. Y'all have a great day.
You too. I'm gonna let them down. They might hurt. You know I'm a newbie at this, can I?
Get used to it.
But I appreciate everybody's words. You know, I receive them. You know, I do. Like I said, there's just things that
Don't get more love over here. I'm telling you. I mean, I feel it. I ain't saying that TikTok won't ban you, because you got
Right.
haters on
Well,
They already did, didn't they?
on the
they
other
did that to
side.
me already. They took my other
Yeah,
page.
they already took your page.
Yeah, this is a new TikTok. They took my old page. Quam, how about fight for fathers' rights? No, that's help. I've done that too, Quam. I mean, I've done that too. Let's talk about it. I've done that too.
Yeah,
You
and I
know.
was just talking to fathers the other day, talking about single fathers and how it's more effective than single mothers, and also that single fathers actually run the household runs equivalent to a 2-parent home because it's that effective. So we support fathers too. I don't think there's anything that we have not touched.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that there's anything that we have not touched. I mean, especially you've been on way longer than me, but I mean, this just didn't start for me on TikTok. I've been like this since I was young. I've been doing this since I was 13 and 14 and 15 years old. I listened to Sharzad Ali. I was riding with Khalid Muhammad and the churches that was down for this cause. My school teachers was into the Black history and teaching their students and stuff. This stuff ain't new for me.
Yeah.
Not at all. I see it. I've seen it, and I see the problems and the issues that our people suffer. And you know what? It is one of the main things that we don't do good in is the support.
We don't.
You know, you will buy a Gucci belt before you put your daughter in the class and teach her how to be respectful and how to carry herself and how to treat a boy, a man when she get older. You would rather go buy her a Chanel bag.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Half the time it ain't the real thing anyway.
Yeah, I mean it that's a big thing. Like you said, that's a big thing in our community. Like we be so quick to go and support, like you said, that lady. We so big to go and support other races and don't support our race. We don't support the people trying to like build up. You know what I mean?
They over there support Cynthia G talking about unaliving Black boys. That's what
they support Cynthia G too. Yeah, they do.
Their money is supporting the murder, because that's somebody that's for unaliving your people.
Mm-hmm.
Your money is going over there. See, they put a lot of them put their money where see. Christ said this. You with me with your mouth. You talk about me with your mouth, but your heart is far from me. So your treasure is there where your heart be also.
Mm-hmm.
They over here and listen and you tell the truth, but you know what they do? They go right back over there to that other platform and be like, yeah. Unalive all these Black, but that's where their heart is. Where their heart is, they giving it that. So that's just the root of wickedness.
Yeah. I mean,
do like this.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And you're right. I'm not gonna say, I can't sit up and say that's all Black men at all, because I definitely have some amazing Black men and women that. Not saying you're saying that. No, I'm saying you're saying that. I'm saying for me, like I do have some, that support me. It's just for me. I just feel like I'm in a season where God is just about to move me. I don't think you was here when I shared with that guy. That guy was like, Shadakimi, it's people that God told to bless you financially, and they're not being obedient to it. And I'm like, oh, he's like, yeah. He said some people are. He said, but there's a lot of people, that aren't. He's like, for the work that you do out here. But I know that God will move you when people don't appreciate you. When we have to identify when God has sent somebody into a space to speak the truth. And you know what our community does when God sends somebody to speak the truth? We call them crazy, we bash them, we ignore them and everything. And that's who God sent. And there's so many people that God has sent in the spaces to speak the truth. And other people will go along with other people. Oh, they're crazy. Look at Noah. Noah what God told him to do. And what did everybody do? Everybody called Noah crazy. I feel like Noah so many times when God told me to do something, people looking at me like, or saying stuff, and I'm just like, I'm just, doing what God told me to do. And it's not till the end where people's like, oh, okay, now I see what Charlotte Kimia was doing, or oh, but during that time, it's, I don't know. She'll probably come right back. That's just how it is. Like when, people don't appreciate, and then it's like people don't appreciate you sometimes, Kanai, until you are gone. That's fact. They don't appreciate you till you gone. They like, oh well, where's this person or where's that person? They stood up for us, and they,
Yeah, they gonna have to do. We have to do what he says do. So if he said it, it is what it is. Nobody can argue with that. But I think people, hang in there, and keep the faith and continue on and keep fighting, because, like I said before, seed time and harvest, and you just never know when that day is coming.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we have to break through right at the door of it, and then we say, "Up, I'm gonna give up," instead of just saying, "You know what? Let me keep going," and then bam. It just depends on what it is, because I've seen that too. I've seen that.
Right.
Hey,
right.
Thank you for that, brother, that you sent me the other day. I appreciate it. But yeah, so it's you right, Shaka. I have no qualms with that at all. I don't.
When God wants you to move, he will move you, because people have to be obedient to the person that God sends too. You see what I'm saying? It's not just me being in this space, and I got to be humble, and I got to be obedient, and I got to do what he says. The other people in the space have to do the same. And I don't know if he was on her when I said the one content creator. She was like, well, I hope that the people, I'm a content creator. I put a lot into my content. You know what I mean? People say they enjoy my content. I'm almost at 1 million viewers. Like, I hope the people that follow me will want to see me blessed. You see what I'm saying? Will want to see me, because it's content creation. This is my job. I hope they will want me to get opportunities and be on different platforms and go higher. And that's what I think with my platform. Sometimes I'm like, well, do the people that follow me, like, do they want that, for me? I'm trying to take the conversation, bigger, so we can have this conversation on, different platforms, because these type of conversations we come in this space and have tonight, these are the conversations that are going to heal the Black community. But let's also know that people don't want the Black community to heal, but nobody can control the Black community from healing if the Black community is supporting the Black community. Ain't that nobody can do. No. But why don't we do that? We're not supporting the Black community. We're not doing it. So it's going to sink. It's going to sink like people, you know what I mean? Like, it's going to sink like people expect it to, because they know Black people are not going to show up for Black people. They're not going to show up. We can attack this Black person, and we can shadow ban her. We can do that, because these Black people ain't going to show up and support. That's what they think of us.
Right. That's true.
That's true. What they think of us.
Yeah, this is the community. Like Guru be saying, this is the community.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta do better. We gotta do. Hey, Tina Lee, we gotta do better. Like I said, we gotta do better, and we do. You brothers that we do speak up for and fight for, and this ain't doing nothing but giving them ammunition right now. See, that's how come we don't want to do. That's why I went to that's what this would do. That's how they would take this conversation, and I'm not gonna give them no glory. But what I will say is, for those of you, a lot of you men, understand that you do have women that genuinely, we're not doing it just give me some money. That ain't it. No, because I wouldn't be up here if that was just it. It is the support that she's talking about. It's the support. It's the standing behind a sister. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's about. And it is sad to see that the support is for others that don't look like us. Yeah. But yet they out here threatening your sisters. They out here threatening your sisters, calling your sisters all kind of names and everything. And so that's how you start feeling at the end of the day. And then you start questioning, well, do y'all really love me? Do y'all really appreciate me? You know what I'm saying? Like, Am I really supposed to be doing this? You know, you go through all these things mentally and doing all these hurdles in your head. You feel like giving up, feel like stopping, you know, and yeah, that is the part that hurts, you know. I'm a fight for whatever until God tell me to stop. Don't y'all not support me, don't stop me, none of that. I'm gonna just do it with it regardless. But understand, that's just my heart, right? But even some of the disciples needed support. They needed support too when they were doing what they were supposed to be doing. Yeah. And that's why bless those that did bless them, they got blessed back tremendously. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. We have to do, and y'all, it's gonna take support. It's going to take support. If we want to see us go to a higher plateau, you said you want to see her with her own show. Okay, well, she looking at y'all like, okay, well, support.
That's what I've been trying to do. Like, I've been trying to develop that, because I know the conversation I come and have about Black men, they don't want that. And let's be real. The enemy don't want that. He don't want the Black man in power, because he is the head of the family. Yeah. And if you tear the head down, you tear the whole family unit down. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna tell you, it's going to be a situation to where when I go ahead and walk away, people are gonna be like, "Where's Shalakemia at? We need Shalakemia's voice." And then that's when God's just gonna have to be like, "I blessed you with Shalakemia's voice." You see what I'm saying? But God is not gonna see His children torn down. He's not having that. He will move you before He does that, and I understand that. And I'm
have to dust off your feet and leave and take your peace with you.
Right. I'm always going to protect my peace at all costs. You know what I mean? The thing, like I said, the things that I want to accomplish, you know, like I said, I can walk away from the platform, you know, and go get a job in my field. That's fine. You know what I mean? I can let everything else go. That's fine. I'm gonna protect my peace. But I'm gonna tell you something. I had one woman on here on Facebook. She will always be in my comments. I'm gonna report this video. You lying on Black women. You hate Black women. This, that, and the third. I told my Facebook and YouTube family this I think a couple months ago. Don't y'all know this same Black woman reached out to me because her son was accused of rape. Do you know she came to me? And was like, my son, she was like, Shalakemia, I know we had differences in the past. She was like, but my son did not rape this girl. My son, you know what I told her? I said, you was the main one on my platform bashing me. I said I wasn't on here tearing Black women down. I was bringing the awareness to what some Black women do that don't nobody else want to talk about, that has been overlooked for a long time. I said, do you know how many men have been lied on and said that they raped somebody or sexually assaulted somebody or hit somebody? Do you know how many? And we're not talking about it in this space, so it's getting ignored. And these Black men, because I'm going to say it, these Black men have to sit up here and go through hell until they are cleared as being innocent. But think about the hell that they go through. You sitting up here until the world think you are a rapist, and you're not a rapist. You see what I'm saying? Because I would never want that to happen to my son. So yeah, I'm going to come in this space and I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it for me. I'm going to talk about it for every Black man that been through it. I'm going to talk about it to every mother that is a mother to a Black son, a father of a Black son. Nobody wants that to happen to their child. But I'm going to tell you something. People don't care until it hits their house. And the very person you tore down when I was trying to come and bring the awareness, you had to come right back around the corner, baby, and spin the block and step in my inbox and talk about you needed help advocating for your son that did not rape this woman.
I said the same thing the other day. I said down here in LA, when we was having the gang shooters going back and forth, the women didn't want to cry out and do nothing until it's their son. Then that's
until it's their son.
Get their peak involved and all these other. It only matters when it's yours. But just why you can't do that?
You can't.
This has to be something that I'm speaking about. You speaking about. You got sons. I got a son. I'm looking at my mind, and in my mind, every time I have this conversation, I think about my son.
Right.
My son, your son, our sons. Everybody's son.
Yeah.
You understand?
Me too.
Our sons, and not that I negate the daughters, but our sons
Right.
are the understand. It's been even in ancient history 3 times in the book that showed that the leaders were trying. I mean, the people were trying that day were trying to kill off the younger boys. They always try to come after the male seed.
Why?
The male seed is why? Because the male seed carries the light. The male seed is the leader. The male seed is the one that pushed forward, protect the women, protect the nation. You got to protect the woman. She is the nation.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if we don't protect that, and that's why you have women like that CG girl, she's talking against the life giver. The life giver, which is the one like that seed in. She's saying unalive it.
Yeah.
Don't let it live.
The work of the enemy.
That's cold work. And y'all tell me, y'all telling y'all telling Amber that this is what that's okay.
That's basically what they're saying. When I feel like in these type of spaces, when we're not supported and things like that, you're saying that this is okay over here. Just like you said, listen, my son, that's not the cards my sons were dealt. I'm sitting up here, I'm fighting for everybody's son. I'm speaking for everybody's son. You fighting and speaking for everybody's son, not just our sons. You see what I'm saying? I'm willing to sit up here and be in this space and tell another Black woman you wrong. You wrong. We ain't gonna talk about the amount of times I've been in court. We ain't gonna talk about that. We ain't gonna talk about how I had to stand in court with somebody because they wronged the Black man. And I had to stand up to another Black woman and say, you gotta tell the truth. And let me tell you why you got to tell the truth. I didn't know these people, YouTube, Facebook, I didn't know these people. But I was on assignment to tell this woman because no Black woman around her told her that. Nobody told her that you got to make this right. You lied on this Black man. And if you do not make it right, you will curse your life, and not only your life, your children, because you do not just reap for you. You reap for your children and you reap for your grandchildren. You reap for generations to come. I'm not doing no Black man wrong because I don't want my son to reap that. I don't want no woman to come and do my Black son like that. So I'm going to treat Black men accordingly.
Accordingly, yeah.
Period, point blank.
I just said I ain't cheated on no Black man. I ain't lied on no Black man.
For what?
I said because I would not want to have a son and he have to go through that because of my sin.
Exactly. And reap what you sown. I wanna sow good seeds. So my kids and my grandkids reap good seed. But I don't even come on here and tell people how many times I done stood in court and stood by somebody while they went and told the truth. Or been a character witness. Or how many times I sat in the hospital with people trying to kill themselves. I ain't even came on here and talked about that. But the attacks are unnecessary. And if you keep attacking who God sent, you gonna reap it. People, when they're gonna reap it. So I'm gonna let God remove me out this space.
Yeah.
And bless me in another space.
Oh yeah.
Because I've used the voice that he blessed me with. I've used the voice that he blessed me with. But my thing is, in my personal life, if I can be like with people, I want to be around people that have my back like I have yours. That's a requirement. If you close to me, have my back like I have yours. Go to bat for me like I go to bat for you. Stand in the pit with me when I'm going through a dark season like I stood with you, baby. I got to require that of my platform as well. I gotta require that too in this type of space. I have to. Hey Mario.
How you doing, sis?
I'm good, and you?
I'm wonderful. And I'm loving to see that you continue your fight. You know what I'm saying? What I want to say to you is this. I don't want you to stress over these situations because this is the thing. As you create content, I create content too.
Mm-hmm.
But I also watch a lot of content. And I understand a narrative is being built. it's not just black women against black men. It's black men against black women too. They are trying to divide us because we are on a rise as a people. You see what I'm saying? The more successful use, the more successful means that come about, the more the propaganda come about as well. So I don't want you to stress over this because I promise you we can't get that that we love to see if you stressed out. You see what I'm saying? Same thing with me. I had to take a minute and take a breather off mine because it'll stress you out. Like it is very disheartening to see our people waging war with one another. You know, I watch these shows and these podcasts where these women they go, I should be able to be at home and have a man who make all this money, and I should be able to be at home. Ma'am, black women have never, not in no period of time, been housewives. You see what I'm saying? Black men have never, in no period in time, been the only provider in the household. You see what I'm saying? Because times it wasn't built like that for us. It's always, the system has always set up against us. So this narrative that we trying to push on each other is one of a European ideology, I'll say. You see what I'm saying? And it's crazy because the more successful we get, we equate our success to whiteness. And I hate it because why can't we just equate our success to success? You see what I'm saying? But we equate it to whiteness because when we get successful, we want to do what we feel like the white counterparts do. And that just ain't for us as a people. You see what I'm saying? It really ain't for them because if you watch over time, the more money one of these people got, whether it be man or woman on their end, the less family they have, the less people they have in their corner, the less supporters they have. Yeah, they have people that support them financially, but where's the emotional support? Where is the families? None of that exists. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think people see this already.
You breaking up, Mario.
Don't have so to us, that's a normal, but it shouldn't be normal as we grow. These are the things that were given to us, not the things that we chose. And when we get to places where we can choose, we shouldn't choose these things. So, and I just wanted to say that I didn't want to interrupt your thing because I see you. I see you on their head. So I'm gonna let you get back to preaching and teaching like you do. So, you know.
Thank you, Mario.
It was just something for everybody to think about. Thank you. Thank you for all that you do for us. I would really appreciate you.
Thank you, Mario, so much. I appreciate you too.
Thank you, Mario. Thank you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I know it was like kind of a little of a delay. But yeah, I just want you to know, Kanai, I appreciate what you do. I love what you do. Again, I do.
Like,
I do.
Like,
I really
what?
do. We just all have different walks and, I guess it's just, the way that, God has taken me, at this time, but I hope that, more people like you and Amber, step up and be support. I hope moving forward, people will support y'all more in these spaces. Right. I want that for y'all. I want y'all to continue to make content and have these lives and have these conversations because they're going to heal the Black community. They are, and that's what we need. Some people in the Black community don't think or know that we need healing, but we do. We do. We need a lot of healing, and these are the type of conversations we have. The type of conversations others are afraid to have.
Yeah.
but there's people that's rooting for us, like, I went through that. You know what I mean? Like, thank you for talking about that. Because when we talk about things, it heals. It's healing. When we talk about certain things, you know, um, people may not realize that, but it is. It's a lot of healing. I just pray that the black community, gets better. I think at this time I'm just going, focus on me and focus on my family, and doing what I have to do for me. I fought a good fight. I can say
Right.
that. I can walk away and say that I fought a good fight. You know, um, and I think that's my contribution to everything.
Right. Amen. So be it.
Yeah.
Whatever the Most High you to do, whatever you put your hands to, it's gonna prosper.
Right. Right. Thank you. I've received that. I received that shit so much, and I thank you for going live with me. And I wish
Oh,
you nothing but success. You have my number, so we'll talk.
yeah, you got mine too, and don't be a stranger.
Okay. Well, I'll talk to
Go
you
live,
later.
live and go tear up some stuff.
Okay.
Just because, just because they got you in this right here, y'all about to get it. I'm just to go. I'm just go in. Just go in.
You gonna go live?
I am right
Okay.
now. I am.
Okay. See y'all later. Make sure y'all go over to Kanai's live as well.
All right.
Thank everybody in the comments. I appreciate y'all so much.
Go to bed, Kevin. Night night.
All right, Kanai, I'm gonna let you down so you can go live. Okay.
Okay. Here. All right. Bye bye.
Okay, bye. Facebook and Instagram. Y'all got my total attention now. Um, I know I was more focused. I seen some people in the comments like, "Hey, I'm over here commenting." Yeah. I wish there was a way that y'all could have seen the TikTok live. But that's how I feel. That's the conversation I want to come and have to at noon earlier today, but my night didn't go as planned. Um, I know sometimes y'all be like, "Oh, Shakira said she gonna do this at this time," but it'd be hard sometimes, y'all, because sometimes I'll get suicide calls at night. Sometimes it'd be a lot going on. People become very suicidal late at night. That's like a very high well, how can I say it? It's a very that's the time that a lot of people feel suicidal at a high rate. It's like late at night. You know what I mean? So sometimes my nights don't, go as planned. You know what I mean? It just depends on, what's going on. That's why I didn't go live at noon, but I did want to talk about, is my platform needed? And I wanted to talk about, more support for my platform. You know what I mean? Me just taking a look and I'm like, well, on YouTube, I only have 20 members. You know what I mean? On Facebook, I think I have about 22, almost 20. And I'm just like, I look at that and I'm like, okay, is my platform really needed? You know what I mean? Is it only these 20 people that need my platform? You know what I mean? I pay to go live. I've said that before. I pay to go live. I go live through StreamYard because I was getting so many messages like, trying to keep me, you're live on YouTube, but you ain't live on Facebook. You're live on Facebook, you're live on YouTube. So I came up with something to where I can go live on both and I don't have to do two different lives, but I have to pay for StreamYard. You see what I'm saying? I have to pay for different things. That's just what the platform, comes with. People hitting me up. I've heard the messages on my answer machine. I get it. Can you go live more than 1 week? Can you do your talk show more than 1 week? But that takes support. And I have to be real. That takes support. You know what I mean? Support that I don't have. And it's like I'm trying to accommodate everybody that follows me and I'm trying to give people more of what they need. But it's like it's one-sided. It's me pouring, but me not receiving anything. You know what I mean? And that's not fair. I can't do something with nothing. I can't. I feel like people support what they need. And I'm just being honest and I'm just being real. This is nothing against the people that do support me, my 20 members and my 20 subscribers and stuff. Like I appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart. I do. You know what I mean? Y'all are the reason that I can be on StreamYard, you know what I mean, and stream on multiple platforms at one time. I get just enough to cover, that cost, but that's how I feel. I don't know where God's gonna take me, but I know it's been in my spirit for a while. Like, I could just go get me a job in my field, I'll have my master's degree, this year. So, it's nothing, for me to work in my field, and do what I need to do. Mm. So thank you, Mr. Howard. Mr. Howard, before I go, I just want to give you your flowers. I want to give you your flowers. I'm gonna give Tiffany. Who else is members on my channel? I'm telling you, like, when I was like really, really sick, Tiffany, Mr. Howard, so many other people. It's a few, just really kept me, just was really obedient to God when I was going through that season of darkness. The people that I thought was going to be there for me in that down season weren't, and the people I never expected were there for me. And I wanna thank you and give you your flowers now. And please know that I ask God to bless you abundantly, because the things you did for me in that season, you did not have to do. You didn't have to do. And I thank God for you. I thank God for y'all. I really do. Let me pull this up real quick. My I wanna call each person's name out. Like, that's what, I wanna do. I wanna thank every one of my members personally. Um Absolutely. Thank you, Tim. Thank you so much. Here we go. Memberships. So we got Tav, we got Reg, we got Media, we got Bernard Lee, Dominique, Andre, Norris, Tiffany Al. We got Aville West Production. We got Travaine 5000, Melvin Lee. We got Mr. Howard. We got Alexo Prince. We got Melvin Jones, Dante Turner, and George Tate. And I appreciate, every single one of y'all that are members, of my YouTube channel. I really do. Yeah, absolutely. Um, yeah, that's how I feel. So yeah, I'ma go. Thank y'all for tuning in um with me tonight. I just want people to continue to heal, and people, to continue to grow. I know you said you don't want no cash app, but before you go, I want God to ask you to get a cash app, because God wants us to support Shalakemia, but we want to give her something. Yeah, I don't want to get a cash app, y'all. I'm okay. Um, but yeah, so I just want people to keep healing, keep doing the work. Like, that's what I want. you know. But I'm gonna go. I've enjoyed the content, that I've made. I thank God for using my voice, using me in this space. I really, really do. I do, and I appreciate the people that did um support me um while being, you know, in this space. And I'm just looking forward to, what God got for me, and what God got coming for me. All right, hold on, David. Shoot. Um,
like you can find a lot of that in my. I think it is, but I have PayPal. Thank you, Mr. Howard, so much. But y'all don't even. But this is what I'm saying. Like, okay, so this is what I'm gonna say before I go. Like for people that you support on YouTube, you can support if you see my shorts. Like you can support that way. You can become a member. There's like many ways that you will be able to support people. Like I go on people's shorts and I do the it's when you look at their shorts, it's like a support thing and you can support their content that way, or you can become a member, or you can become a subscriber, things like that. It's not just always about Cash App. It's just not. That's how I support creators that pour into me. On here, I do it through that. On here, you can become a member. You can boost your comment, or however other people do it. You can do it, that way as well. But I'm gonna go, yo. I love y'all and thank you.